Hello friends, my name is Dr. Awdhesh Singh and I am an educator on Unacademy. Friends, you too can become an educator on Unacademy by downloading the apps which are given below in the link, and you can spread your knowledge to millions of people in India and all over the world, and you can immortalize the knowledge you have. Friends, I would like to first introduce myself. My name is Dr. Awdhesh Singh and I am a graduate from IIT BHU and also an MTech from IIT Delhi. I joined Civil Services, Indian Revenue Service in 1991 and took voluntary retirement in the year 2016. I have also done my PhD in the area of e-governance from IIITM Gwalior in the year 2002 to 2004. Friends, today we are going to discuss something which is actually becoming an epidemic in our country. We are going to talk about anger. Friends, today's generation has been the most blessed generation in this country. There has never been as much prosperity, there has never been as much of education, there has never been as much of equality as we have in India today. But still, if you talk to the people, most of the people you will find utterly frustrated. They are angry. They are angry toward each other. The parents are angry with their children that they are not studying, that they are not following the Indian culture. The children are also angry with their parents who are too outbearing, who are forcing them to follow those old rigid rules, who are not giving them freedom. In the same way, the politicians are angry with the people who are voting on the basis of caste lines. They want money, they want all these sort of promises which they cannot fulfill. And at the same time, the people are angry with the politicians because these people are not fulfilling the promises, they are corrupt and all that. The government officers are angry with the people who are not following the law. The people are angry with the government officer who are corrupt and not doing their job properly. So all these people, you will find, my friend, that there is a tremendous anger among us. The poor people are angry with the rich people who are accumulating billions of rupees, and the rich people are angry with the poor people who are using all the taxpayer money in getting subsidy, getting free power, getting all those things. So there is anger in between, there is tremendous anger, and this anger is like a fire which is burning the modern generation. Now friends, before I proceed, I want to tell you a very beautiful story, a Zen story, which will explain you the harm of this anger. See, there was a samurai. Samurais are basically the Japanese fighters who fight with a sword, and he came to a monk and he requested the monk that, tell me, what is the difference between hell and heaven? Now the monk saw him from the top to bottom, and then he said, you ugly old man, you want to know about the difference between hell and heaven? You are totally ignorant, you just can't learn anything, you are a useless fellow. Now this samurai, got very angry. He took his sword and he just wanted to kill this guy. Immediately the monk said, this is what is hell. Now the samurai was frozen. He just thought that he was going to kill this guy, and this monk has taken the risk of his life in explaining him the meaning of hell. And so he touched his feet. He bent to his knees, touched his feet. He said, I really wanted to commit such a big crime. I am very sorry. Then the monk smiled and says, this is the heaven. Friends, in this world, we create hell because of anger. When we are angry, it is like burning ourselves in a fire. This anger does no good to anybody. When we are angry, we want to destroy. We want to destroy the world. We want to destroy the person who is creating the anger. And we are sometimes so hell-bent to disruption that we want to even kill ourselves and destroy that fellow. That is why you see so many suicide attacks are taking place. So many people are harming other people even though they are not getting any benefit. It is coming only because of anger. But The main question is why people are so angry. Why people are so angry? So let me tell you, my friend, that this anger has become a big business in the modern world. This anger is spread by clever businessmen, politicians all over the country. I will give you an example. If you watch a TV program, you will find that they will all create anger. Whether you are watching a soap opera where there is a conspiracy going on all the time, or you are watching a news channel which has become a battleground for different political parties fighting with each other. These news channels are only telling you the negative news. If there are 100 good things, they will never tell you, only one negative things they will tell you. Now what is the consequence? When you're watching that program for 5 minutes, you are totally angry, you are burning with anger because these people are fighting like dogs and cats. So when you are angry, then after 5 minutes there is a break. Now when there is a break, then somebody will come and they will find beautiful girls, handsome men, celebrities, all these people will come and start selling you soap. Somebody will sell you holiday package, somebody will sell you a latest mobile phone, all these things they start selling you. And then when you are angry, then your rational mind goes out of the window. And then you are totally emotional, you are totally governed by your basic instinct. As a result, what happens that you believe that, and that that advertisements get into you. And that is the reason that you tend to buy those products. You don't change the channel because you want to defeat that guy who was talking against your political party, against you have so much of hatred. And this hatred help selling millions and millions, crore of rupees of goods. And these companies are paying huge lakhs of crore rupees as advertisement for selling their product. So this is what you have to understand, that this media, these people, the social media, electronic media, all these people are hell-bent in creating anger. And this anger is then encashed in the form of selling the product. Because if the person is peaceful, he is happy, he is not going to buy anything. He is happy, he only needs food, he only needs a simple house. But you tell him, no, you are not happy. You should go and eat in the 5-star hotel. You should go and visit these places. Then only you can be happy. And then when you are angry, then you follow all that. The second people who are creating a lot of anger is the politicians. See, the politicians will tell you that this political party, when they are in opposition, they will tell you that this political party is in power for 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, and they are looting the country. They are ruined you, they have looted all your wealth, and they will create so much of hatred in you that you want to throw out that party. And when you are so angry, then they will start selling their party. They will tell you, if you vote us, then we will give you free power, free water, we will waive a loan waiver, we will give you all benefit, you will have house, you will have jobs, and everything they will sell. And as a result, what happens, that you are not able to apply your rational mind, and you don't even question that you have been into power for so many years, what you have done. Because in the fit of anger, you want to just throw out that party and then bring anybody there. And that is how they come into power. And the same party, when they go to the opposition, they start creating hatred against the ruling party, and the ruling party create hatred against the opposition party, and this hatred games continues, and the world is now filled with hatred. So this is what you have to see, that people are creating deliberate hatred and deliberate anger in the society so that you don't have peace in you, you don't have joy in you, and so they can sell their product, they can sell their services and tell you that you do this, you go to this place and you will be happy. Friends, we have to be very aware of that. We have to avoid all that. Now, how to avoid being angry? How to avoid being angry is the question. So I am going to tell you total 7 methods which if you use, you can avoid anger. The first is that you have to understand that anger is an evil. Some people will say, oh, okay, let's see, it is very natural to get angry when some injustice is going on, when this is going on, when the soldiers are killed in the border. It is natural to get angry. When there is a corruption, how can we not get angry? So they say that anger is a natural thing. No, friend. Anger is a matter of choice. You can choose to be happy, you can choose to be rational. I'm not saying that you celebrate if there is something wrong going on, but what you have to see is that if something has gone wrong, whether it is a peculiarity or whether your anger is going to solve the problem. Suppose you are very angry on the politician. Are you willing to go to the politics and clean the system? Suppose you are angry with the soldiers. Are you going to fight on the border? You don't want to do anything. You just want to find fault in other people and be angry. So if there is something which you can do, then use that anger to channelize and that energy. But if there is something which you cannot do, which is beyond your power, it is useless to be angry, because that anger is going to only burn you. It's not going to solve any problem. It's going to burn you. So first thing is that you have to understand that anger is bad for you. If a person is using alcohol, cigarette, drugs, and he feels that yes, it is not bad for the person, then you can never persuade him to leave these things. So first important thing is you should understand that anger is bad for you. The second very important point which you have to understand, my friend, is that you have to know yourself. You have to understand yourself. You can say, oh, I know myself. What is the problem? I know myself very well. No, you don't know who you are. You don't actually want to know you. Now let me explain. Suppose you are writing civil services examination. Now somebody asks you why you want to write civil services examination. Most likely you are going to tell, I want to serve the nation. This is an opportunity to serve the nation. All these things, and you want to join. But the fact is that most of the people are joining the civil services because it gives you power, it gives you big house, it gives you servants, if you give you vehicle, it is actually making your life better. You are ruling the nation if you join the civil services. Now this is the fact. Then some people also join to make a lot of illegal money through corruption. That is also one of the fact. Now imagine that you are given a type 4 house, a small house with no big facility, then I am sure that 90% people will not join civil services. This is a fact. But you don't accept the fact. While it is good to explain to the other people, to the UPSC board, that yes, you want to serve the nation and this variety of job and all that blah blah blah. But the fact is that you should at least not fool yourself, and you should know that you are joining because it is good for you. It is going to build your career, and that is why you have chosen. That is why you are working 5 years, 6 years, 12 hours a day, because you want to make your career. So don't fool other people. So first thing is you should understand is that you should understand yourself, that whatever you are doing is doing because you are doing because it is good for you. Now this is the first thing. So this is the second rule, that you should understand yourself. Now what is the third rule? Third rule is that this proceed only from the second rule. If you understand yourself, then you will be able to understand other people. So the politician who is telling that he is the biggest servant and he is going to serve you is actually doing it because you want to hear that. The fact is that politics for him is a career. He is coming to politics because he want to have power, he want to have influence, he want to have name, he want to have fame, he want to make money. That is why he is spending crores of rupees in the election. That is why he is working 12 hours, 18 hours in a day, taking risk of his life, and that is the reason that he is in the politics. Now you want him to be a servant because he is saying I am a servant, but you yourself want a better career. So you have to understand that he is saying something because this is what people are used to hear. If suppose he says, give me vote because I want to achieve power, I want to achieve wealth, and I want all that, will you give the vote? You will not give the vote. That is why he has to say that. In the same way, you see, a businessman who is selling a product like laptop or mobile or a soap or anything, he is saying that it is good for you and he is doing it for you. But the fact is that he is doing because he want to make money. He is there in the business because he want to make money. He want to become rich just like you. And once you understand that this fellow is doing his own interest, then you will not get angry on these people. So this is the thing, that you understand yourself, then you understand other people as well. Now the fourth important reason is that please don't compare. See, if you compare, then you can never be happy. You will always be angry because you will find that I am poor and this guy is so, rich. You will find that I am not having that much of intelligence, this guy is so intelligent. My father is illiterate, this guy is so educated. I am going to the government school, this guy into the convent school. So whenever you start comparing, you will always feeling angry that injustice has been done. The fact is that if you are having a food in your house, if you are having, if you are able to sleep properly, then you are blessed than 50 crore, 60 crore people in this country itself, because there are so many people who don't have meals to eat. You are a blessed person, but you don't want to compare themselves with them. You want to compare with the top 1 crore, top 10 lakh people, and you want to feel frustrated because you are not as good as them. So friend, if you want to avoid anger, don't compare with anybody. Everybody has its advantages, disadvantages, and therefore don't compare yourself with anybody. Comparison is always going to make you frustrated, always going to make you angry. The fifth important point is that you should avoid having undue high expectations. See, expectations are one of the major reasons for frustration and anger. Write me and they will say, I want to get first rank in the IS. Tell me how it is to be done. You have to understand there are 5 lakh people who are appearing in the examination and there is only one person who is going to get the top rank. Everybody cannot get a top rank. So why you are aspiring something which is so difficult? Why don't you aspire for something which is reasonable? So that is the important thing, that you have to have your aspirations matching with the reality. If you have too much of expectation, you can never be happy, because you will be angry with yourself that you have not been able to work hard. You will be angry with other people that they have not given you the proper recognition. So this is why Gita has said that we should only do our work and avoid all type of expectation, all type of fruits. The fact is that the fruits will naturally be given. Let us say that you sow a seed in the soil and you give water, you give fertilizer, you take care of it. Naturally the tree will grow, and it is a mango tree, then it will give you fruit after 5 years. Just having a high expectation that it will give you fruits after 2 years because you are taking care of so well is not going to change the law of nature. And therefore your expectation should be only with yourself. You try your best and be happy about it. Don't see that the word has not given you due, because the word, there is a law. Whatever you do, you will get the result. So keep your expectation low or reasonable compared to the reality. The sixth very important point, my friend, is that you should avoid the company of angry and frustrated people. I tell you, this is the greatest reason for anger. See, if you are in the company of angry people, you will naturally get angry. You are watching a TV program and people are shouting at each other, and very soon you will find that you are yourself angry. You are just shivering with anger. Please don't do that. Avoid the company of all the people who are frustrated and angry. Avoid watching the TV programs or any other serials which makes you angry. See only those programs which will make you peaceful, which will make you loving. See the joy movies, see the music channels, and enjoy. Why you want to see the programs which are going to make you angry and frustrated? Don't do that. It is in your choice. You can always avoid the company of these things. It is like there is a furnace, and if you sit near the furnace, there is absolutely no way that you can avoid the heat of the furnace. In the same way, my friend, if you are in the company of frustrated people and angry people, there is absolutely no way that you can avoid hatred. So avoid the company of the angry and frustrated people. This is the rule number 6. And finally, the rule number 7 is that create a small, beautiful, peaceful, loving word. You see, this word is not going to change. Let me tell you, like let us say, take this word as a metaphor. I see now in Delhi and Chennai, the weather in the summers is going to touch 40 degrees, 45 degrees. In the winters is going to be very cold. There is nothing, nobody can change. But you can always lead a good life there itself. You can make a house. Within house you can put fan, air conditioner, heater and cooler and ACs, and you can enjoy the weather which suits you. And that is the main thing, that you, within this angry word, you can create a small word which is happy, peaceful, loving. See, you spend 95% of your time with your friend and family and relatives, and if you can keep them happy and they can keep you happy, you can create a small little happy word, and that will take care of all the frustration which the people are having outside. So friend, this is the very important thing, that within this angry word you can create a loving word and avoid anger. So these are the 7 things. If you follow these 7 things, I am very sure that you will be able to avoid all sort of angers and live a very happy, peaceful life. Remember that if you are happy, if you are avoiding anger, your mind is rational, you can achieve best result because your mind will be focused. If you are studying, it is focused. If you are doing your job, it is focused. Anything you will do, you will get the best result if your mind is peaceful and not angry. And so friend, please follow these 7 rules, and I'm sure that you are going to lead a much better life. I hope that you like my lesson. If you like my lesson, please give your comments. I'll welcome that. I will try to make even better lessons in future. Thank you very much for watching my video. God bless you.